Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Dani. It's been a minute since I shared a video tutorial with all of you, and I am so excited because today I'm gonna be showing you how to make the 70's throw, which is this beautiful and very simple crochet blanket that features all these nice colors that just gives that vibe of like a 70's vibe, pretty much. Okay, so before we get into this pattern, I need to tell you guys that the free version, it's on my blog, only the size that I will be showing you today. If you want the full breakdown of all sizes and yarn that you need for many different sizes, you can purchase the PDF on my website, as well as the kit with Lion Brand will also be available. So yeah, now let's get into the pattern. For this blanket, I will be using Color Theory by Lion Brand, which is a category 4 worsted weight yarn in the colors Peacock, Bone, Ivory, Bee Pollen, and Canyon. And again, you're gonna need 5 different colors. And if you want less than that, please make it an uneven number of colors. These are the other supplies you're gonna need. And now let's get into the tutorial, the pattern itself. You're gonna begin row 1 with color A, and you're going to chain 140 chains. This is to make the size that you seen on the screen, 42 by 46 inches, which is a lap blanket or a toddler size, we could say as well. So yeah, begin with your chains. You need 140 chains. Okay, so now that we have our chain, we're gonna start row 1, and this is a very basic base for the blanket that I like to do. So we're gonna start with single crochets all the way across your chain. You're gonna place the first single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then continue making single crochets all the way across. You will end up with 139 stitches, and that's the stitch count that we should keep throughout the whole blanket. Now on row 2, we're going to keep using color A just because the first row was just a base for the whole blanket, so we're gonna keep color A. You're going to chain 2, and here in the first space where you did your chain 2, you're going to make a half double crochet. The first chains will count as 1 half double crochet as well. So basically in here, technically we have 2. Now you're going to skip 1 stitch, and in the next one, you're going to make your first V stitch, which is half double crochet, chain, and then half double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so now we're gonna repeat that. You're gonna skip 1 stitch, and then you're going to make half double crochet, chain, and half double crochet all in the same space. Now you're gonna repeat this sequence all the way across. When you get to the end of your row, you have 2 stitches left. In the last stitch available, you're going to make 2 half double crochets. Now we're done with row 2, but before we move into the next row, we need to change the color. And the method that I like using, and you guys have seen it before, is the magic knot. And to do that, we need to undo that last stitch that we just did. Then we're going to cut the yarn, leaving probably like 3 inches. Bring the new color, which in this case is color B, and we're going to tie 2 knots. So 1 knot with color B on color A, and then the next knot with color A on color B. So here I have my first knot, and now I'm gonna grab the other end and make a knot on the other color. I've done this not many times. It's my favorite one, and in this case, because we're changing color every row and it's an uneven number of colors, you will need to cut your yarn, and then we're gonna pull tight and cut those little ends. You can use any other method if you want to join a new color. This is just the one that I prefer. And now we need to make again that last half double crochet that we undo to join the color. And here we have it. Now for the next row, which is row 3, and again we have color B, we're going to chain 3, and this will count as 1 double crochet. And we're gonna begin in this row with the clusters. So you're gonna make a double crochet right here in the first space where we have the chains, and this is basically a 2 double crochet cluster, but because we have the chains, it's kind of hard to tell. Now you're gonna work the next cluster in the space between the 2 half double crochets that we did in the previous row. So in here, as you can see, we have these like V stitch with the chain in the middle. Okay, so right there in the middle is where you're going to place your next cluster. And this cluster will be a 3 double crochet cluster. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And you're gonna do it again. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And you're gonna do one more time, pull through 2 loops. You should have 4 loops on your hook, and we did it 3 times, that's why it's a 3 double crochet cluster. Once you have those 4 loops, you're going to pull through all the loops. Now you're gonna chain 1, and you're gonna go in the next space between the 2 half double crochets and make another 3 double crochet cluster. Why I'm saying the 3 double crochet clusters? Because at the beginning and at the end of this row, you will have a 2 double crochet cluster. So it's important to know the difference. One has 3 double crochets basically, and the other one only has 2. So that's just the difference. Okay, so once you're done, you're going to yarn over, pull through all the loops, and you're gonna repeat this sequence all the way across your row. Chain 1 and then work another cluster. Once you get to the end of your row, we're going to make in this last space in here, right here, a 2 double crochet cluster. So you insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then just one more time. And pull through 2. You have 3 loops on your hook, and you will yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That's how we end this row. But remember that we need to change the color, so I'm going to undo just one of those double crochets that I did and leave the other one on my hook so I can switch the color. So I have joined color C in here, and I'm gonna finish that last stitch so I can begin the next row. Row 4, you're going to chain 2, turn your work, and we're gonna do the V stitches again in this row 3. So in this space between the 2 clusters, you're going to make a V stitch. So half double crochet, chain 1, and half double crochet in the same space. Then you move into the next space and repeat the same stitch. We have half double crochet, chain 1, and then half double crochet again in that same space, and repeat the sequence all the way across your row until you get to the last few stitches. Once you get to the last stitch in here, I have my last space where I'm gonna make another V-stitch, half double crochet, chain, half double crochet, and then we're gonna end this row the same way that we started. So because it had 2 chains that equaled 1 half double crochet, we're going to end this row with 1 half double crochet. And again, I need to change my color, so before I do that last stitch, I'm going to switch my colors, and I'm gonna bring color D, A, B, C, D, color D. I'm gonna finish the row, and now I'm ready to start the next row, which is row 5 with color D. It's another row with the clusters. The only difference between the first row of clusters and the second is how the row ends and begins. So we have the chain 3. Now we're going to work in the space again between the V-stitch to make a 3 double crochet cluster. So we make 1 cluster. So we have 1, 2, and 1 more. And then yarn over, pull through all the loops, chain 1, and we go into the next space here in between the V's, and we continue repeating this sequence all the way across until you get to the end of your row. And so yeah, like I said, these 2 rows of clusters, the only difference is where it begins and where it ends, and this is so the blanket it's nice and straight. So you have to repeat these rows. Okay, so now in here we're at the end of the row. We're gonna make the last cluster stitch, and then remember that this row started with a chain 3, which was 1 double crochet. This row will end with 1 double crochet, so you have to make 1 double crochet in that space between your V-stitch and your last half double crochet. And that's how this row ends. But again, we're gonna undo that last stitch so we can change to color E. I have color E here joined, and I'm going to finish that row as per usual. And now for row 6, we're gonna repeat what we did on row 2, but I'm gonna show you in here because this one is between the clusters. So we did 1 half double crochet in that first stitch, and now we're going to go in the space between the clusters and work half double crochet, chain, half double crochet, and again half double crochet, chain, half double crochet. Now you're gonna repeat rows 3, 4, 5, and 6 until you reach your desired length or the number of rows that this pattern calls for, which is 102 rows for the size that I mentioned at the beginning. Okay, so to finish this row, we're going to make again 2 half double crochets in that last space. And before we end the row, we need to change the color, and we're gonna change again back to color A. So a recap, we're going to repeat these rows from row 3 all the way to row 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. All over again, and then the colors are also going to be repeating the sequence color A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, and over again. And in this case, why I mentioned at the beginning that we need an uneven number of colors, it's because, as you can see in here, the rows that have the clusters will use a lot more yarn than the rows that have the half double crochets. So we need to make sure that we are alternating rows with clusters and rows with half double crochets per each color, so that way we use the same amount of yarn for all the colors and it's just easier for everyone. So yeah, basically choose colors with 3 colors, 7, 5, 9, you get it. Okay, so now to end this blanket, we're going to be making a very simple border. I think this blanket already has a lot of personality, so I'm just gonna be making a very simple single crochet border around the blanket using color C. And again, in here you can just be creative and make whatever border you like. If you find one that you love, you can totally make that. I am just doing and keeping it simple because of time, and also because, like I said, I think that this blanket already has a lot of personality. So I joined color C. I'm going to chain 1, turn, and we're going to be making 1 single crochet in each of these half double crochets, not in the chain in between, not in the space between the V-stitch, just in each half double crochet. So in here we have 2, we make 2 single crochets. Just so we are clear, because we need to have 139 stitches. If we make more, it's gonna be a very wonky looking blanket. So in here we have the next V-stitch, which has 2 half double crochets. So we're making 1 single crochet, 2, and then again 1 and 2. And you're gonna repeat this all the way across your blanket. When you get to the end, in that very last stitch, you're going to be making, I'm gonna turn it a little bit, and in here we're gonna make 3 single crochets, just so we create a nice turning corner and it's easier to work on the side of the blanket. So now you're gonna be working on the side of your blanket, and in here we're gonna make single crochets again, but it's important to know that each row that has clusters will have 2 single crochets, and each row that has half double crochets will have 1 single crochet. So 2, 1, 2, 1, and so on, all the way along the side of your blanket. So in here, in this first space that I have, I'll make 2 single crochets. And borders don't usually, don't always look the greatest, but I learned to live with it, especially because now I have these 2 little knots, and if we make more single crochets to hide everything, we'll just have a very wonky looking blanket. We need to have just the right amount of stitches on the side. When you get to the next corner, again, make 3 single crochets to be able to turn and work at the bottom of your blanket. So now you're gonna turn it. This is your foundation chain that you did at the beginning, and in here you should have again 139 stitches. So you're gonna work along the bottom and then repeat on the other side, making sure you have your corners. And when you get to the end, I'm gonna make in here 2 single crochets because I already had 1 from the beginning. And that's it. Then you just cut your yarn, weave in your end, and enjoy your beautiful blanket that took you all these hours to make. I promise you, it is so worth it. It is a beautiful and such a fun project. I don't know about you, but changing colors every row keeps things interesting, and I just love seeing how the transition is going and how much I'm crocheting and progressing. And yeah, it's just a really fun pattern for you to work on. So again, all the links to the patterns and everything, the kit, it's going to be in the description box of this video, as well as the pinned comment in this video as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this pattern, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.